Police have charged 26-year-old Benson Ismi with the July 7th murder of 22-year-old Jerome Davis. He's the man killed in the Westridge Shopping Plaza parking lot on the weekend. Police say a group of people got into an altercation which extended into the parking lot where the victim was shot. Prosecutors are expected to serve Ismi with a voluntary bill of indictment, fast-tracking the case to the Supreme Court for trial. Meantime, Ismi is being held without bail at the Fox Hill prison. The case has been adjourned. The holiday marred by tragedy here in New Providence. Police report that a man drowned in waters off Adelaide. Police say 33-year-old Brian Deal, an employee of Sandoz Royal Bahamian Resort, was discovered floating near a jet ski on Adelaide Beach around 7:30 last evening. He was taken to hospital but died of his injuries. Officials are cracking down on motorcyclists who violate the rules of the road. Last night, police launched Operation Owl. It's one of 10 operations launched by the Road Traffic Division this year to maintain order on the streets of the capital. Fern Carey has details.
The initiative, called Operation Night Owl, was launched by the management team of the Police Traffic Division Independence Night, resulting in 8 unregistered and unlicensed motorbikes being confiscated by police. That pushes the number of motorbikes seized by police over the past few weeks to just over 100. Inspector Harry Williams says it's part of their mandate to enforce the rules of the road.
He seized a total of 8 motorbikes, and 8 of those bikes were not licensed. The riders of those bikes didn't have on any helmet. Their passengers, which were females, didn't have on helmet. So as a result, those persons found themselves with tickets or citations, and also their bikes were seized for not being licensed.
Meantime, officer in charge of road traffic, Superintendent Ken Strawn, says some 1,400 people were cited for traffic offenses this year, with just 14 on record for motorcyclists. He also highlighted a trend among traffic violators.
Our predominant offense that we see according to our data out there speaks to this issue of unregistered vehicles. So we know that there are a number of individuals out there who are traveling or traversing our streets with vehicles that have not yet been registered for this year.
Meantime, the owners of the confiscated bikes will also have to pay hefty fines.
Those persons who are riding without helmet, the fine for that is $100. If the bike is not licensed, that is a $250 fine. If the bike is not insured, that's a $400 fine. If the bike is uninspected, that's a $100 fine. And if the bike have any defect, if they're riding a defective vehicle, that's $100.
Now, police are giving bike owners 30 days to bring in their papers showing that they own the bike and that it is licensed and registered. If not, police say these bikes will be destroyed. Fern Carey, ZNS News.
Residents in a western district here in New Providence hit hard by crime in recent weeks have given their Member of Parliament the green light to utilize constituency funds allocated by the government in the budget to combat crime. Carla Palmer reports on this timely response to criminal activity.
Government for his constituency, opposition leader and Member of Parliament for Killarney, the Honourable Dr. Hubert Minnis, knows exactly how he will spend the funds.
We have certain areas within our community where there's high crime, break-in, etc. And what we're proposing is to utilize our $50,000 with the government program of introducing CCTV in the downtown area and hotspots area.
According to Mr. Minnis, crime concerns his Killarney constituents, and it's a general consensus so far that CCTV is how they prefer the money be spent.
I'm going through the community now, a series of town meetings, association meetings, so that determinations can be made with the commitment of the community and make the Killarney community very, very safe, or as safe as possible. But we know which areas within the Killarney constituency. We know that there are certain areas that have an average of 4 house break-ins per week. We know the times that they normally occur, reviewing police data, etc. And therefore, the community would make decisions as to whether we cover these areas first, whether we cover main thoroughfares, or whether we cover the Killarney entire constituency segmentally, making it a 5-year program where we'd cover the entire community.
Embracing the proposal, this resident, Jennifer Knowles, says a peace of mind is priceless.
I think it would be a great idea to help with the crime, as well as help make people responsible to deal with their lots, their empty lots they're not taken down, they're not taken care of. And so I think it would be a good idea.
Meantime, Dr. Minnis is encouraging Killarney residents to be their brother's keeper.
What we have been advocating is that those individuals within the constituency that have introduced camera system within their own confines, we ask that they extend the reach or the visibility of their camera system so that they would cover at least the adjoining 3 or 4 homes.
In addition to house break-ins, once the cameras are installed, Dr. Minnis anticipates the CCTV will capture on video persons responsible for illegal dumping, as well as those persons who negatively impact the environment. Common problems, he says, in Killarney. Carla Palmer, ZNS News.
The Good Morning Bahamas show and the ZNS Morning News were in the Montague constituency this morning. This morning, President and former members of Parliament joined pastors, community leaders, and residents of Kemp Road and living near the Kemp Road Park to be part of the Broadcasting Corporation's outdoor newscasts. Kemp Road is one of those areas that has its share of crime and other social challenges. And while there are certain parts of the Montague constituency that are middle and upper class communities, religious leaders note certain areas of Kemp Road where housing is a challenge. There are a number of social programs already in place, including a food program. Area MP Richard Lightburn says he also wants to inspire the youth of the constituency to see themselves achieving beyond what society dictates.
Getting the children to have a goal in life, to have an aim in life, to try and really make something of their life. And too often it seems that our young are happy simply to aspire to a government job, and that seems to be the height of their aspiration. And so I think it's important. It sounds as if the school is getting the children considering a life goal as an important part of their development.
Former Member of Parliament Senator Frank Smith is still active in the Kemp Road community. He talked about changing the image of Kemp Road. He's happy that Urban Renewal 2.0 will now present the opportunity to accomplish that.
The rollout of Urban Renewal 2.0, we believe that we can recapture some of that lost time. We believe that we can once again see the downward trending in crime statistics. We can see people becoming hopeful again and buying into a vision for their community and for their country, that they are part of something bigger, larger, and that people care, and that together we can accomplish great things.
Well, we told you about their arrivals yesterday, and today we've got pictures. Meet the first Independence babies. This baby girl came into the world first at 12:25 a.m. yesterday, weighing in at 6 pounds and 6 ounces, while the baby boy was delivered at 12:50 a.m. He weighed 4 pounds 9 ounces. Now, both mothers were presented gifts on behalf of hospital officials and staff in conjunction with the Public Hospitals Authority and Lowe's Pharmacy. Well, we'll take this break. When we come back, we'll have sports news and much more.